That's right, it's Joe and Johnny here for Joyrider TV, coming live from Rimini in Italy. And we have, even though it's only 4 o'clock in the afternoon here, we have completed 2 races of good length.
Two solid ones. When we came out, the wind wasn't that strong, but after a while the wind really sort of kicked in, and first race was good, but the second race was absolutely cooking. I would say the first race we had a pretty good start. We stayed out of trouble. We found our ways to just go a bit lower than everybody else, go fast, go for the speed basically. I think we went on really well in that race as well. Everything was working quite smooth. All the changes that we did to the boat worked really well. Yes, we were pretty happy about that. Do you reckon?
Yeah, I think we were happy. Yeah, so just to cut to the chase, what we scored today was first race we finished 10th, and the second race we finished 6th. Yeah, the second race was a real humdinger. The wind had increased a bit more, probably somewhere around the 16 knot mark, which we've decided that 16 knots is when it's our time to shine.
Yeah, it's the cheese.
Yeah, 16 knots plus. Yeah, so we had that 16 knots. We got a really good start. We owned the pin.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, thank you. We owned the pin of the start line.
Yeah.
We got off, and by being right at the pin end, it meant we could bear away a little bit and really go for speed. And we were destroying everyone on the upwind boat speed. While we were sailing a bit deeper. We're one of the heavier teams here, so we're able to hold that power, sail a bit deeper and go for the speed. And then on the first tack after the start was one of those very super jungs. Yeah, I think so.
All right, yeah. Super jungs.
Yeah, after the first tack in race 2, we crossed pretty much the entire fleet, apart from 2 boats, and that was very satisfying indeed.
Yeah, so we throughout the whole race, I think we were around sort of 3rd up, maybe 5th at some point. There was some boats nipping in, but we were running the Bad Boy 94 sort of hoist technique, which seems to be working an absolute treat. And we are definitely, if there's any boats in the vicinity of the Windward Mark, we have gone past them by sort of within 10 boats lengths of rounding the Windward Mark. Super quick upward spinnaker, everything is working really well.
We were the baddest boys on the course, you know it.
We were giving it the beans. That is true. We were fully sending it downhill, fully whipped out, and we were flying. So we're super stoked with that.
Yeah, so we were going into the last downwind in the second race. We were 3rd.
Happily in 3rd.
Happily in 3rd. Beans and rice. Yeah, you're not wrong. Or rice and beans. We were definitely 3rd here. They're just looking after us. Yeah. Yeah, we were happily in 3rd with a little bit of... We were just in front of the Aussies who...
Yeah, but we had some space.
We had some space.
Yeah.
And then, unfortunately, on the last downwind leg, the new spinnaker, the Destroyer class spinnaker, lived up to its name and ripped in half, pretty much. Sorry, Thanos, if you're watching. But, yeah, so we very quickly changed mode from ultimate beans to nursing it home, where we just took it really, really deep downwind so that we could keep the spinnaker flying, but without causing any further damage.
And with that in mind, the other boats just passed us, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 boats lengths away from the finish line. So we did have some good distance, and even though we were nursing it back home, we almost managed to keep them away, but it's just like, it was just hard. So even though we got a sixth, I'm counting it as a 3 because that was in the bag, and it was stuff out of control, out of anyone's control that happened, and it was not anything. It's like splitting your pants when you score. Yeah, that's pretty much what it feels like. Feel a bit down and sort of limping home, but it was all good.
Diff time.
Which team from Germany side? I think it's about 3 teams from
There's
Germany.
probably more than that. There's Jürgen and Sarah.
Yeah.
Gensch, I believe, is the surname.
Yeah.
There's Joseph Gunkel.
Yeah, Joseph Gunkel.
There's Marcus, I believe his surname is Betts.
Yeah, it's got really
with a Z on the end.
Really
His
cool
boat is an absolute rude boy. He's had it resprayed and it
super
looks
sick
fantastic. Yeah.
colours.
Oh, it's nice. And I think that's all the German guys, isn't it?
3, yeah.
All the German guys are sailing black boats.
Yeah, black British boat.
But they're strong. They're
Yeah.
strong. They're all strong.
It's who we up and compete.
Any Spanish? I think it was just too far for anyone to come from Spain. The boats of country names on them. Were these Olympic boats? It's part of the Tornado class rules that you have to put the flag on the sail. I think it adds a certain bit of class.
Yeah, definitely. Feel more real.
And the Tornado is, I think it's one of the classiest classes out there.
Yeah.
It's in a class of its own.
Yeah.
Called Tornado. So just to recap for those at the back, we are currently sitting in 10th.
Yeah.
The first race today was a 10th. The second race was a 6th, but it should have been a 3rd, except we had gear failure on the last downwind. And it was just, that second race was just pure joy. Congratulations from Vasiliki. Thank you, Stefan. Finally it gets warm there.
Oh, perfect.
Good to hear it.
Yeah, it's super hot here, by the way.
Yeah, it's been really hot here in Rimini. We're actually going to go to San Marino.
Yeah, check it out
this afternoon. Check it out because
tax-free stuff.
Yeah, tax-free. Yeah, so there we are. It's been an absolutely great day. I think that extra wind is what we were lacking before, and yesterday was kind of like a bit of a shakedown. What will you do moving forward with the downwind legs? We'll use a different spinnaker for starters. Yeah. No, the downwind legs have been going pretty well. We've been, as Johnny said before, at the top mark when we're putting the spinnaker up. I'm staying out on the trapeze so that we can get the power on probably about 2 boat lengths earlier. Yeah. And we are absolutely destroying everybody else around us at the hoist. Then on the actual downwind boat speed, we're when the wind gets stronger, we're as fast, if not faster, than everybody else. So I feel that the downwind, we pretty much got it covered. The upwind's good as long as it's windy enough. It's when the wind is a bit lighter on the upwind that we're not able to point as high as the other boats because we're a bit heavy. On the downwind legs, we haven't done the really light wind yet, but I think we'd be feeling it a little bit on the downwind if it was light. But just to recap, scores on the doors. Feed it the beans, no breaks, no breaths. Yeah, will do, Danny. Thanks. Johnny's going to recap the scores.
Yeah, so scores of the day 2. We're sitting in 10th, which feels great. It's where we should be. We should be even further up, I reckon. We showed it today. As soon as there's a bit of breeze on, we're right up there with the top mans. So we're that's the score of the second day, and we're happy. We are gonna try to keep it going, try to be consistent. That's what we've been doing throughout the event so far. Super consistent, and just bring it home, and hopefully we'll stay in the top 10 for the next 2 days. We're not that far behind the other boat. I think we're only like a couple of points after 8th, and we just people make mistakes, and we're going to try not to. So we're hopeful for that, basically.
Yeah, our basic game plan is get off the start line clean and just have space. We want to sail around the course on our own. We don't want to come close to another boat during the whole race. So if the fleet are going left, we'll go right, so that we've got as much space as possible. The wind seemed fairly even across the whole course.
Yeah.
And I think it was lap 2 of race 2. I think we were sitting in 5th or 6th.
Yeah.
We went the opposite way to everyone else.
Good job we go.
Yeah, the good vibes
Yeah,
are
it's
strong.
good vibes, yeah.
When you do well, the good vibes
Yeah.
come a bit easier. Yeah, so we went the opposite way to the fleet on the second upwind in the second race, and what that did for us was just meant we could absolutely hammer it the whole time without worrying about dirty wind, other boats, and because we were giving it the hammer and the beans and the rice, it meant that we were back at the Windward Mark in third, which is it's a good place. It's a happy place, third.
Really happy place.
Unless you're used to coming third, then a happy place would probably be second, and so on.
You say, given the business tomorrow, can't wait to see the podium
Yeah.
pitch.
Yeah.
That's what we go for. It's a long way there, but
We'll do what
never
we
give up.
Yeah, we'll do what we can.
Yeah, we do what we can, and we can't do much more than that. So that's what you're getting. But we'll just keep trucking, I think, and hopefully it will take us the right way around.
Yeah, and I think before we clock off, who wants to go and see Marcus's boat? It's the badasses. It's not bad. It's not the most bad boy boat, but it's a real badass paint job he's got on there. Should we go and take a look? I think so. Let's go. All right. So here we are. We'll say goodbye to Johnny. Johnny needs a rest. Yes, you do want to see that. Of course you do. So we're just coming through the boat park. Here is Bad Boy 94, of course, representing. I just got told off for having a flag with a Hobie cat on it at a tornado event, but that's why we are bad boys here. That's right. There's Italians with rudders everywhere that you look, and this is Marcus, and this is Marcus's boat. Marcus is live on. Yeah, Johnny's got a full quiver of Joyrider hats, but this is Marcus's boat. It's definitely the best looking boat here. The paint job is inspired by the America's Cup American boat.
Yeah, the American here, and this is New Zealand design.
New Zealand at the front, American at the back.
Yes. Double effect. Double.
And who did the paint? Did you do it? Yeah. Marcus did the paint himself. And oh my God, you've got to see this. This is the best device I've ever seen. This is a custom-made trampoline tensioner.
Yes.
Are you seeing this? This is a custom-made trampoline tensioner. No, I don't like it. I love it.
Patent. Look at it.
There is some leverage going on there. This is going out to the world.
So I'm fixed.
That is one hell of a device. Thank you, Marcus. Yeah, so yeah, that just shows the importance of the tight trampoline, not just in the Tornado, but in all of them. Yeah, some innovation. Yeah, I think so too. But that is a great paint job. We'll just zoom out here. Probably also one of the best looking boats here. This is Jürgen and Sarah's boat. It's from Windrush, which is an Australian...
We love Windrush.
This is Jürgen.
I love Windrush because I haven't sailed a better boat my whole life.
I think, lovely boat indeed. Yeah, I think this is definitely the best Tornado you can sit on at the event this week. But so well organised, laid out, built. Everything about this boat is fantastic. I think, in my opinion, I've never even touched it. I won't. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. But there you go. Built in Australia, where they know how to build things. Yeah, so there we go. That was a quick look at some of the best looking boats that are here at the moment. So there we go. Off to San Marino now. Thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in. And hey, what material is best in your print? Oh, for the non-slip. Most of the boats we're using like a non-slip paint like on here. That is generally enough. But what works really well is, I think on that Windrush boat there was actually, they've got some like grip tape on there. So grip tape or non-slip paint, or for the best grip, for the ultimate grip, and especially if you're going to sail barefoot, the Hobie Cat neoprene anti-skid, definitely the best traction that you can get for your catamaran when you're going out on the trapeze. Yeah, so there we go. Thanks very much. This was live from Rimini. Yes, ultimate grip, very sharp boats. You're not wrong. And we'll just sign off with a very sharply dressed Swede.
See ya.
Another great live update. Yeah, thanks to you as well, Jeff. And we will be tuning in tomorrow. I was going to be making some actual videos today about the jib and spinnaker system on the Tornado, but unfortunately I had a malfunction. Bye. See you tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do another live update before the racing goes out in the morning. And yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, and thank you very much. How'd you turn this off?
Over there.